Welcome to MLX installation second part mini-series. For our minimal core basic MLX setup, we will need following prerequisites for a successful MLX installation. Homebrew best package manager and installer, Python 3.14 and up recommended, CLI Hugging Face Hub Manager for downloading and managing AI models, MLX Core Framework, and MLX package for interacting with MLX. Okay, we're gonna start by installing Homebrew. Homebrew is the package manager that allows you to download and manage packages and easily update them when the new updates are released. We're gonna install Python, and we're also gonna install other packages using Homebrew. We're gonna go to a Homebrew website, which is brew.sh, and once over here on the main page, we're gonna copy the script link. We're gonna go to terminal. We're gonna paste that code, and we're gonna hit enter in terminal. Now it's gonna ask for the user password to confirm the Xcode command line tool. Because it's a new operating system, clean, there are no tools or anything else installed, so it requires Xcode command line tools in order to work. We hit enter. This installation is on currently available macOS Tahoe as of July 2026. Okay, Homebrew has been installed. Now we need to integrate it with the current system and terminal to be detected properly. And for that, we need to run these three lines over here. As you can see, it says that we need to copy and paste it into the terminal. So we're going to highlight it, Command C to copy, and we're going to paste that and hit enter. That will refresh integration with the terminal. Now we can type in brew space dash dash version to confirm, and we have a Homebrew 6012 installed. Few tips over here. If you want to check what packages you have installed, you do brew list. It's gonna show you a list of packages that are managed and installed. By default, there are no packages right now except the brew itself. So once we have that, we're gonna be able to see all the programs that we installed using brew package. Now, if you would like to update packages, you have to run this command, brew update, and also you're gonna have to, after the updates are detected, you're gonna have to do brew upgrade. All right, so we're gonna clear this now. Okay, so we have a clean terminal now. macOS comes pre-installed with Python package, but this Python package is quite old and it's not even compatible with MLX. So you can check that by typing Python 3 and hit enter, and you can see it's 3.9.6. So we're gonna leave this package and we're gonna clear this page. Now we have to install the latest Python package, and there are many ways to install Python. You can download it directly from their website, but by doing that, you're doing a global installation, meaning that Python it's a little harder to manage and use. I prefer more controlled environment, so we're gonna be using a Homebrew Python version, and those packages are so much easier to manage and update. So what we have to do is type in brew install Python. Now if you wanted to install a specific version, all you have to do is add 11, let's say 3.11, if you want to do a specific version. But by doing brew install Python, it's gonna get downloaded from the Homebrew repository the latest version of Python package. So we're gonna type in Python and hit enter. Okay, as you can see, it's asking us to confirm the installation, and it's going to download 3.14.6, and we're going to say yes. Okay, Python from Brew was installed. We're going to clear this. Brew list, and you can see that we got the whole package that is required for Python 3.14. So Python 3.14 is installed. However, if you type in which Python 3, you can see it's showing the Mac OS X version. In order to refresh this to be detected correctly, you have to exit the terminal. So we're gonna hit exit. We're gonna close it and reopen the terminal. Now, once we reopen the terminal, we can type in Python 3 space dash dash version. And as you can see, now we're using Python 3.14.6. Now, if you ever wanted to do, again, update to the latest version of Python, all you have to do is brew update. And then after that, you have to do upgrade. And that will pull and download the latest version and install them. Next, we need to install Hugging Face package located at huggingface.co. That's where we can download the models, datasets, and so on. You can find the instructions in documents how to install in CLI, but it will perform the global installation. However, we want a controlled installation, so we're also going to be using a Brew installation. So we're going to type in Brew, and Hugging Face module is called HF, so we're gonna call install HF. That installs the Hugging Face package on our host environment. Okay, Hugging Face was installed, and you can confirm it by typing HF -- help, and you can see that we're getting the instruction. That means the Hugging Face is installed. If some models require authentication to download specialized models, create online account on their website and run HF out login. When you run this command, that will authenticate your account in CLI and allow you to download the restricted models. Finally, we get to install MLX core and inference library. In this example, we use the original Apple MLX library for our demonstrations. However, in other videos, we'll expand on the community provided libraries and examples that can be used with MLX, such as vision, image analytics, photo and video generations, and more. In our example, we're gonna use MLX-explore MLX core GitHub repository, and we're gonna use MLX-LM. However, this library comes with MLX already built in, so we don't have to run two commands to install it. We just gonna run one. Now, also there are multiple ways to install it, but I'm just gonna go with isolated separate folder installation, where we're gonna keep all our MLX libraries installed, and that will stay isolated from the system and will not make changes globally to the system. It's gonna stay in the folder. If we have any future issues with it, we can just simply delete the folder, create a new one, and get back to the MLX and reinstall it very quickly. So let's start. So we're gonna create a folder, new folder, and I'm just gonna call this MLX lab. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cd to that folder, just drag it to the terminal, hit enter. We are inside this folder. Now we need to create and activate Python environment, which will be isolated environment inside that folder, so all the future libraries installed in one place. All right, so we're gonna have to do Python 3-m venv space .venv. Now we're creating a Python environment, isolated environment, and as you can see, this folder got created, and as you can see, it has invisible status. In order to activate this folder to be seen, because by default macOS hides hidden folders and files, and you cannot see them. And there was a very easy way to enable that with a keyboard shortcut to actually see invisible folders and files. All you have to do is hold down Shift, Command, and press a period on your keyboard, and that will activate visibility over here, just like that. All right. So we created the environment, and Python libraries got installed inside of it. Now we have to activate this environment. So we're going to type in source space .venv/bin/activate. Once you activate, you can see env indicator here. That means that we inside the isolated environment. Now, if you want to leave this and do the global changes, you can do it two ways. You can type in exit, and that will close completely the session and the Python environment and close the terminal. Or you can just type in deactivate, and you're just gonna leave the isolated environment. And now you're gonna be making changes system wide. All right, so now let's go back to it. So we're inside the Python environment. Now we have to run the installation. So again, if you look on this side, you got a lot of instructions here and information about it. So we're gonna focus on this command over here, which is pip install MLX LM. We're gonna paste this code here and hit enter, and that will install the MLX core plus the framework. So it's gonna do two things in one shot. MLX is being downloaded and installed. All right, it's all set. We can clear this. Now, if you want to like see what version we currently using, you can do pip show. And if you want to check the core, you just do MLX. Then you can see the version is 0.32. And you can check that on our website. And this version is 0.32. That is as of this release is as of July of 2026. So if it changes, we have to update that. We can also check pip show mlx-lm the library, and if we run that, you can see 0.31.3. If you go to this GitHub, you can see 0.31.3. Okay, so we have up to date. Now, if you ever wanted to update these version when they come out new, you have to activate the Python environment and type in command pip install -- upgrade, and you type in the library name, which is mlx-lm. Now, when you hit enter, you can see it says satisfied. That means it's all up to date. All right, we're gonna clear this, and we're ready to use. Now, the by default, if you don't specify what model you want to use, it's gonna go to a GitHub and download and use llama 3.2 3b instruct. It says here that default model it's used for generation. So first we're gonna do interactive chat just to show you how that works. So all you have to do is just copy this command, mlx-lm chat, and it's gonna download the model, and now it's ready to be used. So we're gonna say hi, and as you can see, we get the response. Now we can hit Command Q, like it says, to exit that. And also we can generate a prompt if we don't want to interactively interact with the LLM model. All we can do is just ask them a question. We can do mlx_lm.generate. Once we do that, with the question in double quotes, we're gonna get the response and some statistics like tokens per second. So as you can see on my M3 machine, we get 70 tokens per second. So if you want to see more videos regarding MLX, subscribe and like so you get notification when new videos are released. Thank you.